It's a mindset.
Which means that if you get your mind right, then the right actions will follow.
My friend used to always say that, get your mind right.
Get your mind right.
Get your mind right.
Get your mind right, and right actions will follow. But a lot of people don't. People probably do know this. Everybody knows that anything that you take in, you know, anything that you listen
in
to,
your head.
watch, yes, entertain, all of that stuff becomes a part of you.
It does.
You know, all of it sticks, even if not in. At the least, it sticks in your subconscious.
Yeah.
You know, so it's always a part of you. So it has an effect on you. So when you listen to certain things, when you watch certain things, you know, all of those will have some part to play in what your outlook on life will be.
And what you do.
And what you do.
Another question: how do you know when it's time to let go and move on? Maybe God did not intend for that to be your dream. That's not what your destiny is. How do you know that?
Ooh-wee. I wonder how many people out there, you know, might know the story of Joseph. You know, since she brought up the issue of God. And if you know the story of Joseph, God had told him, or God had given him a dream that, you know, he had things bound down to him in the dream, and he would go and tell his brothers, and his brothers kind of scorned him. Even his father at some point kind of looked at him like, "Do you expect me to be bound down to you one day?" You know, and so that was the dream that he had. But then all of a sudden he finds himself in a situation where he's going just to check up on his brothers, and his brothers have taken him, cast him into a pit, and then sold him into slavery. That doesn't look like a dream. So now he's underneath Potter. Potter is basically his master. All right? Potiphar's wife, though, tries to sleep with Joseph, and Joseph refuses, right? Talking about character. Joseph refuses and gets sent to jail because he decided to do the right thing. Okay? So still, that's not looking anything like the
dream that he got.
Okay? Now somebody comes to the jail, right, with their own dreams that they had, tells Joseph about their dream, and Joseph explains their dream to them. Joseph just asked that they would remember him, you know, when they get free, because he knew that eventually one of them was going to die and the other one was going to get, he asked one that was going to be free to remember him. That person didn't remember him for like another 2 years, right? Yeah. So all of a sudden now Joseph finds himself in a situation where the Pharaoh needs somebody to interpret his own dream. And who's the only person that's able to do it? Joseph. Pharaoh brings Joseph up to the level where the only person who is over Joseph is Pharaoh. Right? So, and not only that, but the thing that's key is that he's not from that nation. So it doesn't even make sense for him to be second in command of the nation, but he finds himself in that position. But he held on to the dream, right? And it took him what, like, I forget how long, but I think it's something like 13 years before the dream came about.
A lot of people underestimate the time it takes and believe that, oh, it wasn't meant to be just because it's taking so long. But you're basically, the whole moral of that story is that if God implanted it in you and you can relate to it, don't care what nobody says. Nobody says, even your own friends or family. Because some people, you just like, you don't know, you don't know. But God will put somebody in your life to confirm it eventually.
You gotta hold on.
Hold on to your own dream.
And sometimes that's what you really need, is you need to be put in a desperate situation in order for you to feel the need, to feel the hunger, to feel the drive that, you know what, by any means necessary, I need to make this dream come about. And that's what a lot of people, they settle for other things, and that puts them in a place of complacency. So a lot of people settle for good things, and good often gets in the way of you becoming great.